Hey, this is the Friday Big Show edition. It couldn't be bigger because the topic has come from, yes, you. One of you, the viewing audience. And the question, what do I do with my locker? How do I get the thing organized? And what do I need to buy in order to make it happen? This is a wonderful set of questions. Why? Because I'm going to show you a little bit of what your locker could look like with and without organization. So first, the picture that I see most often when I'm looking at a middle schooler's locker. Now a shot of what it could look like with just a little bit of effort and the right tools. So key number one, you need to have the right materials. Go ahead and get an idea of how big your locker is. Most of the time you can find stacking shelves. I'll show you a quick picture of one of those. These range in height, but typically about a foot to 13 inches tall. Usually 1 to 2 of these will fit in a locker. I recommend the metal stacking type because they're fairly durable. That's number one. Number two, a couple pads of sticky notes. Those go on the inside of the locker door for those notes that you need to remember for the end of the day. Number three, a pack of magnets. Why? For the papers that also need to go home that maybe you didn't have time to put into your locker. Remember, the key is keep things ordered. Put some order into the locker. Okay, you can't have paper flying around all over the place. So if you have not had the time to put them back in the binder, that's what the magnet is for. Up on the locker door. Now, what else? A small magnetic box. You can find these at most office supply store. Simply a small box, about 2-3 inches. That, because it's magnetic, is going to stick to the inside of the locker door. That's for extra pens and pencils and things that are not in your backpack. And then another small box that can rest somewhere on the bottom of your locker. Now, how do you organize that? Right? Because you've got all the right materials, but organization is the key. And keeping it organized. The setup is easy. Stick a locker shelf or two up there. Put your heaviest books on the bottom, which are typically the textbooks. Now, notebooks, folders, and a binder may be on top. Anything that's not going in your backpack. Right? So heavy on the bottom, lighter on the top, so that way the whole thing doesn't collapse. Right? It doesn't really work the other way around. Okay? Now, another tip that I want to share with you. If your first period class is over here, and your second period class is over here, and your third period class is way over here, right, and your locker somewhere in between, take books for first and second period at least, put those into your backpack. That way you don't need to come back until after second period, right? There's no sense in doing this all day long. Not only do you not have time, right? Most middle schools, junior highs, 4 to 5 minutes in between classes to get from one to the next. It takes time to get to your locker, unpack, and then repack. And the tendency is I'll just shove it in because I don't have a lot of time. And that's where you get back to that first picture again, which I need to show you, I think, just as a visual recap. So we're not even going to go there. We're definitely going to move back towards the organized. I can find everything exactly where it is when I need it, but that is going to take a little bit of time, and time is what you do not have. So give yourself a break. Pack for a couple of classes, then come back through. Maybe you have a snack break, maybe not until lunch when you have a couple of extra minutes to put things back in order again. And by all means, take 5 minutes at the end of the school day to put things back in order. Okay? There is nothing worse than not being able to find what you need. Okay? And all that does is take 5 minutes at the end of the day. So there you go. That should get you going. Right? Basic tips. Keeping the locker organized so that you're off to a flying start this year. Thanks for the topic. Look forward to hearing from you soon. Take care.